Hello, Mr. Johnson. My name's Eric, and I'm an occupational therapy student. Should I call you Mr. Johnson or by your first name? What did you prefer?
You can call me Mr. Johnson.
Mr. Johnson? All right, Mr. Johnson, your doctor has referred to you to some occupational therapy. He really thinks that you're going to benefit from that. Do you know what occupational therapy entails?
Is it like physical therapy or?
It is kind of like physical therapy, but what we do in occupational therapy is we're going to look at the activities that are meaningful to you and things that you want to do, such as bathing, dressing, feeding, hygiene. We're going to look at gaining independence in those areas for you. And then we're also going to look at things like functional mobility, indoors and outdoors, and the activities that you want to get back to doing after your injury. I'd like to begin by, we're going to look at this Canadian Occupational Performance Measure today to kind of get a good idea of where you want to go after your kind of injury, and maybe some of the barriers that are kind of interfering with that. Can you just tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, so I used to go to school. I went back to school sort of later in life, I guess. But right now I'm just trying to figure out what to do next. I used to be pretty active, and ever since I had this stroke, it really affected my left side, which kind of sucks because I was left-handed. So a lot of things I'm having to do differently, and it's a little frustrating. Like I said, I was active. I used to be able to take care of myself, and now I just, I depend a lot on my partner to do most of the things.
Okay, and in this first area, we're going to kind of look at personal care, kind of your dressing, bathing, feeding, and hygiene. Are there any areas in there that are kind of really hard for you?
I mean, honestly, pretty much everything. I used to do, like I said, I was left-handed, so like everything's different now. It takes longer. I mean, I just feel like it's kind of exhausting sometimes to just do things that I used to do every single day.
Okay, so like showering and dressing have become more difficult for you. And how about with your functional mobility?
Well, I'm trying to use a walker. I still use the wheelchair a lot. It would be nice to be able to not be in the chair anymore, but I guess I'll figure that out as we go through this.
Okay. And how about your shopping and finances and things like that?
Well, he does most of the shopping right now, but he does travel a lot, so it would be nice to be able to do that on my own.
Okay. And how about work right now, and kind of what direction you want to go in with a job and everything?
I was in school and I wasn't working, but I definitely I've kind of put the school thing on the back burner. So I would like to get a job so I can kind of contribute and stuff like that.
Okay. And how about your kind of your hobbies, your recreation, and like socialization, things like that?
Well, I used to be really active, and I worked out a lot. I went to the gym, I ran, I played sports, but kind of right now none of that's happening. So it's kind of put me in a funk. As far as socializing, I used to hang out with my friends, and I kind of just don't feel like doing much anymore.
Okay. All right. Well, it seems to me like there are a lot of barriers that we can work on. When it comes to your kind of the most important things you want to work on, out of the kind of the hygiene and the dressing and stuff, what would you say are the main things you want to work on like the most?
Well, I want to be able to like take care of myself. So I want to be able to bathe and dress, and like hopefully you can maybe help me relearn how to do some of that, considering my I was left-handed, so I'm not sure how we can do that, but.
Okay, and it also sounded like you wanted to gain more independence with walking and being more mobile.
I would love to walk.
Okay.
Or at least get out of this chair.
Okay. And how about with kind of being active and kind of socializing with your friends? What would you say are the most important areas there that you want to kind of get back?
Well, I mean, I'd like to be more active. You know, right now I'm a little afraid of, you know, I put on a little weight already, and I'm just afraid that it's gonna keep getting worse if I don't do something.
Okay, so getting active, you would say, is
Yes.
pretty important right now. And then, how about anything else with kind of the socialization with the friends? You kind of want to get back into the anything really
Well,
new?
I mean, I think maybe if I just start feeling a little better and doing a little more, that maybe that'll help. You know, as far as like hanging out with them, but right now I'm just kind of in my own place. So.
Okay. Well, I think I have a great idea of kind of the things that are kind of getting in your way, and I'm going to be able to do a scoring and kind of come up with the things we're going to work on basically in the next few weeks here. And it is definitely a relationship OT between me and you. So if you have any problems during that time or things change, feel free to just reach out and talk to me. And we're going to try to get you back to where you used to be before your stroke.
Okay. All right.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.